All right, welcome to part three. Yes, part three, that video where I was coning the wheels. I did that video, I think, last year, but I'm gonna include it in this playlist since it's a related topic. On this video, we're gonna talk about adding weight and another tool that you need to have. You need to have a weight. Make sure it's on 0. Right now it's on ounces. I really should have weighted this before swapping out the wheels, but I forgot. It's 1.31. Let me see if I can move the camera so you can see it. 1.31 ounces, 37 ml, 37 grams, 0.082 pounds. So when it comes to grams, I think when it comes to racing, a lot of people go by grams. I really don't know if that's the original weight, since we added screws. The new wheels should not add, a significant amount of weight since they're about the same size, but to be fair, they're not original to the car. So adding weight, get this out of the way. This is what I use. This is used on tire shops, and they're used to balance out your wheels. They stick this on your rim depending on the weight necessary. These are very tough to cut. There is a variation, I couldn't find them, made out of lead. They're way easier to cut, but these you're gonna need the Dremel and cutting disc, and it's gonna take a while. So that's an option. You have to cut them into pieces and then decide how you're gonna put them inside the car. You can get them on eBay. I'll leave a link down below, an affiliate link, most likely to this one, 1/4 of an ounce. But usually it is a better idea to add the weight at the front. It's just like a trailer. If you're loading up a trailer and you put all the weight in the back as you're going down the road or the highway, the tail of the trailer is gonna want to go like this, like a fish. That's why most of the weight has to be in the front. That will actually help you go faster. Now it all depends on what type of racing are you doing and how much weight, if they allowed any, how much weight can you add. But when it comes to weight, most of the time you won't be able to use the interiors, and if you decide to paint, so you won't be able to, nobody will be able to see inside, do not paint on the outside of the windshield. You paint on the inside. And remember, if you use rattle can, there is acetone there, so if you go crazy, it's gonna melt the windshield. So you have to go far away and mist using gloves, very light mist, until it gets dark enough so nobody can see inside the car. And from there you could just build your weight inside the car however you want it. For example, like I will put maybe one here, cut another one in the back, and then add another one on top So it would have two in the front and only half of one in the back. That's just an idea. Once you start customizing, you start learning, and you're gonna find out that you have more options. For example, here is a trail bus. Is this good for racing? No, it's not, because it's high off the ground. But if you customize it with a metal base, now it's different. Of course, these are not racing wheels, they are rubber, but you get the idea. Now you have a metal base which add weight. This is not very heavy, but it's still a little bit of weight. Plus you got weight in the back, which really doesn't help. It really helps if it's in the front. There's a guy on Instagram that make these metal chassis, and he's a so you say a machinist, so everything's perfectly aligned. That's what you need. You could create this out of a brass piece of brass sheet, but getting the wheels aligned is going to be very difficult. That's where you're going to need what I show you on that second video on how to align the wheels. That might be a good option if you decide to create your own chassis. So those are options that you are gonna have. I actually have a video on how to make your own out of polystyrene, which is not very heavy, but it gives you a flat area where to add weight. Now, Gorilla Gel Glue is not recommended when it comes to adding weight. You're gonna have to buy the two-part epoxy, and since once you mix the two tubes, it creates a stronger bond, and it's a lot stronger. So as the car goes down the track, if it crashes, the weight does not come out loose, and the car is still functional. Another tip here I forgot to mention on a previous video: when you're putting back the screws, don't go crazy, tiny like this, all the way down, because that forces and bends the chassis, and sometimes the wheels start touching on the inside and they get caught up. So you got to pay attention to that. Sometimes you got to go back a little, play with it, and find out where the wheels roll better. It's a benefit of using the Phillips screw. I'm going to give you an example. Here it's very tight. Didn't do that bad. See, it ran a little better. So you got to pay attention to that. You got to play with this. It's all about the settings and tuning your car. So this is going to be the last video of this series. I hope it was helpful. You enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, share with your friends. That's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. Peace out.